Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine, continue with a historical event or landmarks or figures or even novels. So I'm going to talk about, today I'm going to talk about another important landmarks from history, the Forbidden City. It's located in Beijing, everybody know it. And if you visit Beijing, you will see many historical landmarks, historical buildings, like the Temple of Heaven. That's one the emperor and his people led people to worship the heaven, to ask for blessings, to ask for the rains, etc., etc., or give thanks, or the big ceremony for the passing of throne. So such event occur in that place or in the Forbidden City also. So the Forbidden City is covered very, I think it's a very famous, it's like a little city, little town actually. People, whoever lived there in the past history is not allowed to go out. And people from outside usually is not too allowed coming in. So this is the Forbidden City is really has their own world, own law, own rules for those people surrounding the emperor and the family. And of course there's some people coming in and out. Not everybody live there, just you have to pass in many barriers of doors and walk very long, and also you have to have special document that's just for real in the history. So who built this Forbidden City? I think it was originally built in Ming Dynasty. If you recall, I mentioned the son of Yuan Zhangzhu. Yuan Zhangzhu was the founding emperor of the Ming Dynasty, and after he passed away, he chose a prince to inherit his throne, but that prince died. So then he chose the son of that prince to inherit his throne when he died. But he had a second son. He sent him Di Zhu, sent him in near the Beijing area. In that time, Beijing area actually is kind of the coastal, the border area, kind of remote from the Xi'an, or from the Nanjing. That's where from Nanjing. That's where his capital is. So the first capital of the first emperor of Ming Dynasty established the capital in Nanjing. So he sent his son, the second son, Di Zhu, to the border to guard, live in that area, which is Beijing. So it's also called Yan area, and he was called the Prince of Yan. So, and then after the first emperor Yuanzhang passed away, his grandson from his first son inherited the throne, so became the emperor. And this Prince of Yan used the name to join the funeral for his father, and then brought the army and to take over the throne. So he started to establish the capital in that Beijing. So that's the first emperor dwelt in Beijing, Forbidden City. And the current Forbidden City is not the original as what Di Zhu established. First of all, it's smaller. Secondly, there are several disaster fires during the Ming Dynasty and during the Qing Dynasty. So there's some fire happened and then rebuilt and expanded. So that's about the history of this building, of this city, Forbidden City. And the Forbidden City has different areas, the several buildings, or they call it palace for the emperor to meet with his people, to have political meetings or meet with the foreign ambassadors, and also have a formal event. So that's the front part, and the back of the Forbidden City is the family of this emperor. So this, which is charged by the emperors, the first emperors. The emperor had many concubines and many women, even not named concubine, not high enough to be honored as concubines. So usually has thousand women dwell in that back part of the Forbidden City, and along with some manservant, woman servant. So that's the Forbidden City. And in Qing Dynasty, I think Qianlong probably is the one, or Kangxi Qianlong, they expanded, make it larger and build more, so covered more areas. So this is about, in general, I think there's 999 rooms or houses in that Forbidden City. If I'm right, I think I weekly either 999 or 9,000, I think 999 or 9,000, I think 999 houses dwelling with servants, with their families, and also the women. So right now, actually, the Forbidden City is open to the public. You can visit their tourists, and also you can visit by yourself. You can see actually visiting this Forbidden City. You can imagine. Your mind probably just going back with that individual palace, the stones pave the road, and also the stairs, and also the statues of different lines or the different equipment. So that's there are a lot of stories you can read along each temple or each palace. You can see what happened, how did they made important decisions in terms of international or in terms of domestic decisions. So those are and also start Qing Dynasty, they have their own language. So if you visit each of the palace, in addition to the character, also they have their special language from the minority of man. Still there are some living currently and know those kind of language, but not many, because Qing Dynasty, they really integrating the Han's culture. So this is about the Forbidden City. I think I just mentioned the name as very touch the surface, not deep. Because if you are interested, you can search, you can find the detailed history about this Forbidden City, and also you can find individual palace, which emperor preferred to do what kind of activities in that palace. So anyway, I'm going to stop here, and I hope that will give you some interest to search more, to know more about this Forbidden City. It's really worth to visit, because in terms of it is historical landmarks, and also a lot of stories, legends along with this Forbidden City. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time.